So we're looking at a special type of conditional statement that is available in Python 3.10 and higher. So you need to be running Python 3.10 to be able to do this. And this is a trivial use of this particular type of code, but it uses it as what we call a switch case statement. So I'm going to create a few things before I go. The first thing I'm going to create is a variable. So I'm going to call it data list. So I'm going to create a list. I'm going to make it an empty list, and there it is there. I'm also going to put in a while true, which I don't like doing often, but it'll be helpful for this particular thing. So basically the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say print, and I'm going to print out possible commands are, and I'll put the commands are in after this. We're going to say add, we're going to say delete, we're going to say print, PRT, and we're going to say exit. We'll actually do that with the full word exit. So those are the commands of our little control system. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ask for input, and inside the input statement we'll say command with a question mark and a space. That way the user will know that they've got to put in one of their possible commands. Let's just press enter and close out of that loop, and we'll save that and just see that that works. So we've got possible commands, and we've got down here possible commands going. So I can say add. Nothing's going to happen because it's not doing anything else, but it's just going to stay in there until I press Control C or Command C on the Mac to interrupt that. So now that we've got this thing called command, I'm going to actually start indent here and type in match. And after I've written match, I'm going to type in command, and I'm then going to press enter, and there are going to be a number of cases. So the first case we're going to be dealing with is add, and after that case we're going to put a colon, I'm going to press enter, and then we're just going to print out the word add some data here. We're not going to make it actually do the adding of the data, but you would add it to this data list. So whatever you need to add to the data list, you need to add it to the data list. And then we'll just go back in here. Now a lot of case statements require a break statement. Not so in Python. We can just go to the next case. And the next case was del for delete. And let's just see what happens here. We're going to say print, and we'll see if this is starting to work by testing this. So here we will delete something. Okay, so let's just test this to see if it works. So my command is add, and it's giving me an error here. Exception has occurred, name error, command is not defined. Oh, haha, mad me. I need to say, maybe you pick this up, command is equal to. Now we should be able to say it's defined, so I can close that error out. And I'm going to press run. Run, and I'm going to run and debug. No, it's not letting me do that. Just go run, and run without debugging. Here we go, it's going to run. Now the command will be add, and it's going to add some data here. So you can see how that's working. I can continue to go, case, and then I'm going to get rid of the next one, which is PRT for print. And here we will print out what is in the data list. that's what we could do there. And the next case is going to be exit, and because I don't like to leave things closed, rather than just exit, we're just going to say quit. So it's going to kill the program and quit. The final case is not something that we need to actually see in the code, but just in case they don't put anything else in, we're going to use the case other, and this is just a default. So anything other than what we're looking for, we're going to print out unknown command. So it's basically going to throw them up, a bit of interface error type thing, so that we know that that's happening. So run and debug. No, we're going to go back to the output, and we're going to run this now. I don't know why it's broken here. Oh, it's still running. Stop. Now I can run it. Okay, so I'm going to run it again. It's going to give me the options here. So if I basically say that, it's going to come down here. I'm going to get rid of that breakpoint and continue running. I accidentally put a breakpoint in there. So that little yellow thing. How about we just run it without debugging, just so that we can do this for this tutorial, because I've got myself a bit mixed up there. So we're going to go add, and it will allow us to add some data. We can go delete, and it's going to delete some data. We can go PRT, and it's going to print the data. We can go mess, and it will say unknown command, and then we can type in exit, and it quits out of the program. So you can see there that that is a good example of a match and case statement in Python, otherwise, or more commonly known in other programming languages as a switch statement. I just stop that console running there. There we go. I should have seen it up there. And now it's gone to my extension print. Tute03B was where I was. So that's what we're going to be doing for certain things. You'll see this in Game Maker when we do it as well, just to know which room we're in. And I use this in Python a little bit as well.